Hello everyone, my name is Heather Autumn and welcome to my channel. I don't know about New England. We have the weirdest weather. It was so cold last night. Like, I left my bedroom window open just a little bit and it was like freezing this morning, and now it's 72 and I'm in a tank top with the windows open and it's almost November. And then last year I think it started snowing around this time, so really this is just kind of a random season and it's really hard to plan for. But it is still October and this is Wicked Wednesday. And today I'm going to show you two things. The first being how to get these lovely Ouija board nails. These are nail stamped, and I'm going to show you how to do that step by step. And then I'm going to show you a quick small snack to make. It's a whipped pumpkin and feta dip that I'm going to serve over a French crostini. It sounds super complicated, but it's really not. It has like 4 ingredients. So it's not long enough to be a full episode, and so I think pairing it with the Halloween nails is a great option, and I hope you like this. So I'm going to show you how I got these nails. Okay, so for the first step, as with all nail projects, you want to take all of your polish off and buff and shape them. I kind of like this cross between a coffin nail and a square nail. So it's long and it kind of tapers, but it's not like a true coffin. And once that's all done, I like to go over them with a ridge filler. And this just smooths out the nail and it allows the polish to go on without showing all of the ridges that your nail naturally has. So I really enjoy OPI nail polishes. This is not sponsored by them. I just happen to love them. I feel like they go on well. And also I want to say that these are older nail polishes, so they may not make them, or they might be under a different name by now. So I'm using 2 types. The white is called Alpine Snow. The orange is called Susie Needs a Locksmith. I don't know why, so try to figure that one out. So what I did is I did every alternating nail orange and then these 2 white. This just allows the black nail polish that we're going to be using for our stamping to really pop. So I did 2 coats of each, and once that's done, I got ready for the more complicated step. So this is an older nail plate. These nail plates come from a company called Maniology, and I will link them in the description, but it comes in like a little envelope. I got some paint on there, but it looks kind of like this. So you can see all the letters. It has like these highly decorated areas, plus these little ones that you can kind of pull off and use however you want. So I'm going to be using a combination of these things. So for these nails, I will be using the pancette, which is this thing here. It's kind of the tool they use for pointing out letters. That's going to be used on this middle nail, which you can kind of see. I use the one with the eye. Then of course I use these 2, which is a yes and a no. And I put the yes on the thumb because thumbs up. And I put the no on the pinky because why not? Then I use the stars here to just kind of fill in the blank space around the yes and no, as well as the planchette. And then lastly, I used this design right here for the 2 spare nails that are white. So what you do to get these designs is you pick them out and you put some black nail polish down. I'm using black onyx. And you just put down a couple of drops, and then you use this little card. This happens to be part of their Halloween package back in the day. This says Happy Halloween. And very quickly, I cannot stress how quickly you have to do this. You swipe the paint off and then you pick it up with this little rubber stamp. This is also from Maniology. It kind of came in the set. It's part of their Halloween edition. The lid on it actually says Happy Halloween. So then you pick up the stamp on your rubber stamper and you put it over your nail and slowly press down and lift very carefully, and it should transfer onto your nail. Now this does take practice. I'm gonna be honest, I was terrible at this when I first started, but like with everything, the more you do it, the better you'll get. they were all done and I was happy with them, I went over it with this OPI top coat. This is a very old one and I should probably get a new one. But that top coat is just gonna seal everything in and keep it nice looking. And for that, I also wanna note you don't wanna press hard. You wanna go over your designs very quickly and softly with the sealant because they can smudge. And in the end, you should have these gorgeous, yes, no, Ouija board nails. So I really hope you like them, and now that those are done, I'm gonna show you how to make this pumpkin feta dip that we're gonna put over a crostini. It's gonna have fresh thyme on it, as well as fresh walnuts, and it's gonna look really good and probably taste really good. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll try it together. Now again, I want to preface this by saying if you want to see pictures on how the nails are done, or you would like this recipe, please check the description below because I will link both. All right, so this is a really straightforward, easy kind of snack. I wanted to show it to you. Sometimes I don't want to make a whole meal, and it's just really nice to have something small that I can put in the fridge, and I feel like this fits not only the season, but that kind of attitude, so I'm happy to share it with you. The only item you're gonna need is a food processor, and I have a smaller one, but because of the ingredients, I just didn't want to risk it getting too full and not blending properly, so I will be using the big one. This is a KitchenAid, but really, honestly, whatever you have on hand will work. So you're gonna start off with 8 ounces of feta cheese. This is in a brick. I would say don't get it crumbled, just make sure it's kind of like this. Next, you'll be needing a 1/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt. Next, you'll want 1 cup of canned puree pumpkin. Make sure that this is not the pumpkin pie mix, that this is just 100% pumpkin. It should actually say that on the can, right there. Next, you'll want 1 to 2 tablespoons of honey. After that, you can use dried or fresh thyme. I decided to use fresh thyme just because I like how it looks. All right, so just add all those ingredients to a food processor and blend it until it's smooth. Once that's all done, you can put it in a bowl and let it cool in your fridge anywhere from half an hour to an hour. And this is gonna help it thicken up a little and make it into a really good spread. During this time, you can go and cut up your baguette and put a little bit of olive oil on the front and back sides of those slices. And then I would just put it in your oven to toast at around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And I would check on it every 10 to 15 minutes or so. And then once you're done with your cooling and the toasting, all you have to do is serve. You can put this in a bowl and just have it as is, or you can take your crostinis and you can just put a nice big layer of this dip on top. Top it with some fresh thyme and chopped walnuts. And you're ready to go. All right, here we are with our crostinis with that feta and pumpkin. I also topped it with walnuts as well as the thyme. Looks really good. So let's give it a try. So I think I found a new favorite snack. I really like the crunch of the crostini. So I had that in the oven for about 15 minutes and I turned it halfway. So it's just really, really crunchy. And I want to preface this by saying a lot of things with pumpkin imply sweetness. Think pumpkin spiced lattes or pumpkin pie. This is very savory. This is a very elegant dish, I feel. You definitely get the tartness of the feta. So if you're not a feta fan, this may not be for you. But I feel like the tartness kind of balances this taste of the pumpkin. And then having the honey on top really kind of balances the savoriness of all of that and the tartness of the feta cheese. It just kind of ties everything together. I really, really like this. The ingredients were really cheap as well, so if you have a party, this would not be hard to put together and then put out on a tray, and it would just be like this little appetizer. It is really, really good. It tastes delicious, and if you're wondering, it goes very well with some hard apple cider. Again, not sponsored, but I would be open to it. So I hope you enjoyed the nail tutorial as well as this whipped feta and pumpkin recipe. And if you feel like you've missed any episodes, be sure to check the description because I created a whole new playlist that is just for all of my Halloween things. So if you want to binge watch that, it's all there. That's some old episodes as well as some most recent ones. And be sure to tune in this Sunday because we are going back for the third time to the Salem Night Fair. Characters there was a new one that I remember. I got a new tarot reading from the Eye of the Oracle and all kinds of really fun stuff. So be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another episode. And yeah, I try to keep it fun. This is a travel and food vlog, so if you're into that, all the more reason to subscribe and keep an eye on this page. So thanks again for tuning in. I hope I inspired you as always, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. All right, bye.